will simplify the product of several monomials. So 8x to the 8th multiplied by 3w multiplied by 2w to the 8th x to the 8th. And here we're going to thank our lucky stars for the multiplicative commutative property, the commutative property of multiplication, which says that I can reorder multiplication if that's all that I'm doing. So I have an 8 and a 3 and a 2. So I'm going to group those to be multiplied. 8 times 3 times 2. And 8 times 3 times 2 is 8 times 3 is 24. 24 times 2 is 48. Then we're going to look at that x to the 8th and an x to the 8th. So I have an x to the 8th multiplied by the x to the 8th. And by the product rule from the exponent rules, we know that we add together the exponents, and 8 plus 8 is 16. So we'll get an x to the 16th. Finally, we have a w and a w to the 8th. W to the 8th. So for this, I'm going to remember that w means w to the 1. It's an identical expression. And then we use our product rule to add together the exponents. So we get w to the power of 1 plus 8, and 1 plus 8 is 9. So the final answer is 48x to the 16th, w to the 9th. Try this one on your own for a second by pausing the video, and assuming that you took a shot at it, let's try to do it together. 3, 2, and 6 are my numbers. 3 times 2 is 6, multiplied by 6 is 36. Then y and y to the 9th would be y times y to the 9th. Y is the same as y to the 1st, and so the product rule would say that we would add the exponents of 1 and 9. 1 plus 9 is 10. And finally, u to the 5th and u to the 8th would be, let's see, u to the 5th times u to the 8th. We have the same base, so the product rule for exponents would say the new exponent will be 5 plus 8. 5 copies of u, 8 copies of u, for a total of 13 copies of u. So the final answer will be 36, y to the 10th, u to the 13th.